Hey everyone, it's Krista from Krista Irene Art, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about drawing faces and painting faces, using acrylic paints in your own style and creating something that is true to you in your artwork. One of the things I've learned over the years from painting is as much as I want to draw a realistic face, it just doesn't feel right to me, and I prefer to just go with the flow and paint a face the way it feels to me, how it feels right to me. So I think there's a lot of great artists out there that draw realistic faces, but I also think there's a lot of great artists out there that draw kind of strange faces or interesting faces, not in a realistic manner at all. So let's explore creating artwork that's true to yourself, but with a focus on faces. And you do have to have proper proportions, like the eyes spaced out and how to draw a nose and a mouth in order to make it look sort of like an actual face. Let's explore that, and we're going to get started. I'm doing a face in my own style. There are a few things you need to know when drawing a face to make sure that the proportions are right and it's not too weird. But hey, what's wrong with weird art? That's all I got to say. And I don't always get it right either. I usually get the forehead, I usually get the size of the forehead wrong. I usually make the forehead way smaller than what it's supposed to be. And I also do that with the chin. So I will tend to rework a painting. Like I'll get the face sort of shape done and then I'll play with it, because I know that a lot of times I'll get the forehead will be too short, the chin, but that's my process with working on a painting. I don't like to try to draw it perfectly, just because I don't know. I just don't have the attention span to play around with that. Usually when you're drawing a neck, it comes kind of out from the cheeks. That's one thing that you don't really like if you're drawing faces on your own without using a reference photo. It just comes out sort of just by the cheeks, if that makes sense. A lot of times you can divide a face up, right, down the center. And then if you divide, like the forehead is a big part, and that's where I always get it wrong. So you can actually divide the face sort of almost in half, and then again, right? Because you want the lips and the nose. And now I'm just eyeballing it, but this is kind of what it looks like. And usually this line, the eyes are there, but when it comes to drawing eyes, they're like equal spaces apart. It's almost like three eyes, but the middle one is obviously not. So you can actually just do a little curve, do another curve that's exactly the same size, and then do another curve. And now you know that your eyes are equally spaced apart. You don't want them too close or too far away, which I've done. I think anyone who's played around with drawing has done. And you can just draw, and normally like the eyeball, part of it's covered by the eyelid, right? So you don't usually see the full circle of it. So if you want to draw it like that, then you can have the eyebrows. And again, I don't try to map out the eyebrows too much. And then the nose. The nose is one of the things that took me forever to figure out how to draw a nose. What a nightmare. So this is like mapped out where the nose is, but you can just when I first started, I draw a circle, right? I draw a circle for the nose, and then I draw like the nostrils would be right here. So you'll see a lot of people, and then I draw like a little half a circle, right? And the eyebrows here will come down to that circle edge. That's where it comes down, to that circle edge. And again, maybe this nose is a little too wide. And then you've got the lips. There's so many different ways that people draw lips. Sometimes you'll see it like a circle. You draw a circle, you draw another circle, and then you draw a circle underneath. And then you sort of join it. See how I'm joining it? Now these proportions aren't exactly proper because Usually if you do the eyes, the mouth usually will go to the corners, like when you draw the eye like that. So that's kind of how you get the face situated. Now I feel like her chin is way too long and manly, so I will fix that up. And there's like a shadow. I usually draw a circle under the chin. Usually the ears are somewhere around the eyes. I'm not doing realism, and normally I'm just painting fast. But that's the general look of a face. And again, if you're looking for some kind of realism to make it look exactly like the face, like I see amazing people doing art that looks exactly like, you know, a celebrity, you know, then obviously this isn't the video for that. This is just the general, let's paint a face in your own style. Now I just have some water here because I used a watercolor pencil, and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take some blue and go over that a bit with the acrylic paint. So I'm going to go over this again because I want it in acrylics. And it's a little messy. I like messy. I'm not into the perfect art. And sometimes when I do too much with the face, I will ruin it. That's why art journals are really important, so you could practice your skills. I feel like her nose might be not far enough down. I probably could have moved the lips down. But again, it's part of not trying to be perfect. And I'm just putting in the shadows of her cheeks. Now, normally the light, you'd keep an eye on where the light falls on the face. So there's going to be more shadow on this side. And her neck too. Her neck is going to be shadowed down here. If you're painting in acrylics, you know that there's a lot of different layers. The nose is always light. Like usually, like I like to do this with the nose. Same with the Cupid's bow right in the center. You can also tell the bottom of the lip, usually right here, is a little bit lighter, and the center of the cheeks. The opposite side of the face, so this is the shadow face. This is the lighter face, lighter side of the face. I'm going to put a lighter color for her cheek there, and same with her neck. I'm probably going to try to make her face a little more feminine. Same with her neck, bring it in a bit. And that's how I will play with it a bit. Once you get the proportions of the face right, you can basically do anything you want because you've gotten those proportions right. This is the finished face with layers and layers of painting. I will have more videos on the process of painting a lot of layers and patterns and sort of bringing a painting together. So I hope you guys join me. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.